Hi everybody, welcome back to another one of my videos. Hi everyone, welcome back to Angel's Heavenly Nails. Yo, what is up my peep? Today is special on Angel's Heavenly Nails. Today is outfit of the day. Did you see that? My true passion in life, heavenly nails. I am so happy to see you all today, and I'm coming at you with a nail design. One of my favorite combinations, red, black, and white. I absolutely love the way this one turned out. It kind of reminds me a little Oriental, and my husband said it reminds him of something out of Paris. So we were trying to come up with a name with it. I came up with a great one, and I hope you guys will enjoy this design. I hope you will try it out, and also try it in your own combination. Even black, red, or I'm sorry, black, white, and blue would be really great, or whatever you like with black and white, but mine is red. I love you all. Let's get started on today's design. I look forward to seeing you in my next video and the outfit of the day to go with this. Love you all. Goodbye. Hi everyone. So this is what I decided to go with for the week. Absolutely love this black, red, and white design. If you like it, would like to know how I did it, stay tuned. Hi everyone, back with another design for you. I'm doing a black, red, and white design. And as you see, I've got my nails all painted white. There is a couple little dings in my nails, but I'm not worried about it because I want that little bit of distress when I put the newspaper on. It just looks better when it's got that little bit of distress to it. So I'm not going to worry about fixing that. But what you do want to do when you transfer over newspaper onto your fingernails, you want to make sure that your design is dry to the touch, but a little bit tacky, and no top coat because it's too shiny and it won't transfer the paper. So let me show you what I'm using in today's design. I'm using this OPI Infinite Shine. That's what I painted all my nails with, and it's called Non-Stop White. And then I will be doing the newspaper, and I've cut my pieces out here. Here they are. And what you use is rubbing alcohol, 91% or higher. I've got some of my alcohol in this little container here. And you can also use drinking alcohol. I've never used it myself, but I heard it works. So you can use that too. And then over the top of the newspaper, I'm going to do the Northern Lights. I want a little bit of a sparkle before I do the design. I actually got that idea from a friend of mine on YouTube. She was telling me how pretty it would be to do the Northern Lights first and then the design. So I'm going to try that out and see how that works. So I'll be doing that after the newspaper. And then my design, I'll be using the black acrylic paint and red acrylic paint. I'll be using a dotting tool. I'm going to use this smaller one here. And then I will be using this brush, my #1 brush, and it's like a liner brush that I've cut. And then I will top everything off after the design with my Sèche Vite. So I'm going to get started on some of the art, and I will be back to show you. Okay, I'm back, and I got all of them done here except for one finger. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. And like I said, when you have the nail a little bit tacky, it transfers so quick. So, and you see some of that distress, it just looks so awesome when you top coat. It's going to look great. So I've got a piece sitting in my alcohol here. It just needs to be in for about 10 seconds or so. I'm going to pull it out here, make sure the writing is going the right way. And then I'm just going to set it on my finger here. And then you just want to just roll it all the way, you know, so the print will rub off onto the nail. So I'm just going to roll my finger here all the way down. I got really long nails, so I have to go all the way down to the bottom here. And then when you peel it up, you'll see the print on there. Isn't that great? Just love the way that turns out, and it transfers so quick. I saw over here, I thought this was kind of cool. Look at, I got Minnesota on this finger here, just backwards. Of course, you know this transfers backwards, but it doesn't make a difference. The writing is so small, nobody will catch that. If they do, who cares, right? So I'm just going to get the Northern Lights on this, and I will return. Okay, I'm back, and this is what I've got so far. Isn't that pretty? Kind of reminds me a little bit, maybe Oriental a little bit. But anyways, I just love the way this looks. So I've left this finger open to show you how I'm doing the flowers, and this one I left open to show you how I'm doing those red dots, and I've just left my thumbs like that. So I'm also going to put little tiny red Swarovski crystals in the middle of the flowers just to give more red to it. So I'll show you that at the end. But let me show you how I'm doing this. So first off, I'm going to show you the dots. So I'm just dipping into my red paint with my smallest dotting tool. And I'm just going to go around this nail, starting at the top. And I'm just going to set my first dot down and then just go around the nail till the paint isn't working no more. Then I'm going to go to the other side doing the same thing. It's hard to do with the camera here, I guess. So now I'm just going to do the same thing, dotting going around until the red is pretty much off. Then I'm going to dip back into it and go to the tip here and put it on at the tip and then come back around. That way the dots get smaller as they go around, but that way they meet with each other, getting smaller to bigger. And gosh, this is hard to do with this finger. Okay, so let's see here. So now I'm just gonna go around now this way, just setting my dotting tool down, and the dots will get smaller as it gets to the top there, just like that. So now it's just bordering it. Then I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to dip into the black, and I'm going to put this flower at the bottom since the pinky, if you see on there, the pinky's at the top. So I'm going to put this one at the bottom, and I'll do it right about probably in this corner. So I'm just going to start doing my flower, and those flowers I do, you guys have seen me do before. I've watered down my black so that it goes on a lot easier, and I'm just getting just a little bit of pink because these flowers are very, very tiny. These are probably the smallest flowers I've ever made. I'm trying to make them, excuse me, really tiny. So it's going to be a 5 petal. I'm just going to go around like this and get that one in, and then the next one, a little bit more paint, and put that one right here. And I kind of just put it down and then fan it out is what I do. So it'll be like that. Then I'm going to put a little leaf, a little black leaf. I'll do it right about here. I'm just going to set my brush down and round to one side, round to the other, and pull. Then I'm just going to get my dots going, and I'm just using the brush to do these dots. So I'm just going to come over here and just set my brush down and start making my dots. You don't have to have any specific amount, just however it looks good. So right there, I'm going to leave that right there. Isn't that pretty? So I like that. Now we go over to the other hand, and this one just has the flowers. So, and it's got, I'm just going to do one on this one too so it matches the other side, and I'm going to do it over into this corner. So again, you just put your brush down, you're going to make a 5 petal, and just kind of, you put it down and then you just kind of fan it, almost like you're making a heart, and then kind of fill it in. So, and you're going to do a 5 petal. So just go around like that. And then I'm going to go up in here, come around, and then right here I'm going to do another one. And it doesn't matter if one flower is a little bit bigger than the other. They can be different sizes. That's okay. And then I did do leaves, so I'm going to put a leaf on this side, come around, and pull. And I'm going to do one on this side too. Come around, and pull. And then I'm going to get the dots going. So I'm just going to set this down however I want and just start going around with my dots. I don't really care how many I get. I'm just till I'm satisfied. Probably right about there. Yeah, I'll stop right there. But anyways, I think that that is so pretty like that. So I'm going to let that dry up, and then we'll get the stones going. Okay, I'm back, and oh, I am absolutely just loving this one. Look at how beautiful it is with those red crystals in there. Isn't that phenomenal? And this middle finger here, I'm putting in a little bit of a bigger stone, if you see the difference in size, because the flower was a little bigger, and it is on this side too. So I'm just using my glue, like I use all the time, my brush on glue. I get that from Sally's. And I'm just going to take a little bit out of the brush and just set it down right there, just a little dab. And then I get my Q-tip, and I wet the end of it, and then I just pick up my stone here, and then I'm just going to set it down right there. Isn't this beautiful? Whoops, it's sliding around a little bit. Just slide it back. And once you get it in the middle, then just give it a little push so that it embeds into the design. Isn't this just beautiful? Oh, I love this one. I have always loved black and white with red. I have thought that is the most beautiful combination ever. When I was younger, probably about 12 or 13, I had this beautiful white dress that had black polka dots on it. It was one of my favorite dresses in the whole world. And I always wore a red belt and red high heels with it. Even as a 12, 13-year-old, I absolutely loved red with black and white, loved it. So I really love this design. I love the way it looks. I'm just so happy with it. So I'm gonna get going and top coat these with my Sèche Vite. And I'll be back. So I'm back real quick. I just want to show you top coating over a rhinestone. Make sure you use a lot of polish. I'm using that Sèche Vite. You want it nice and thick. And then when you go over stones, make sure you pull any air bubbles out. Go over it with a lot of polish and pull any of those air bubbles out that are in there. Make sure you do that, because then otherwise it won't look as good if there's air bubbles in there, and plus it doesn't hold the stone as good. So make sure you slide over those stones a couple times, pulling any air pockets out of there, and then cap your end. Isn't that beautiful? God, I just love this look. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm all done, and I love this one. Like I said in my video earlier, I absolutely love red with black and white. I have always loved that combination together since I was a little girl. And like I said, I had a dress that was black and white, and I always paired it with red. So this design here, I really, really love. Love the newspaper look in it. I just think it looks so elegant and kind of oriental. I really am happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you will try it out. It was really fun to do this one. It would look pretty even with just the newspaper look. That was also pretty in itself. So yeah, try it out. I got a really great outfit to come with this, and stay tuned for my next design.